Okay.
Okay, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Global Healing Miracle Call today on April 6th, 2025. You have seen our disclaimer that our dear tech person Robin has just put up, just basically saying that we're not providing medical treatment. We are providing information that people can use to bring soothing and healing to themselves. My name is Jerem. I'm here with my beloved Nell.
Hi, great to be here with everyone.
And we welcome you all to the Miracle Call today. And our dear colleague Katie is here to welcome any new person or persons that have come to the call this morning. So take it away, Katie.
So if there's anybody new here, please put your name in the chat so we know who you are, and welcome. So glad to be here with all of you every Sunday. Yeah, it's a gorgeous, beautiful day, and I'm feeling very thankful for this community at the moment. We have some announcements. I don't know that there's much that's really new. Oh, somebody, Janice, hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad that you're here. We have the Unstoppable Love Celebration community gathering coming up in Sedona. Now is the time, and it's June 10th, 11th, and 12th, and it's still open. Please register as soon as possible if you're going to do that, so that the people planning can prepare for you and get things ready. There are scholarships available if that's something that you're interested in. There will be pulse clinics available with Dr. Giovanni in Sedona, June 5th, 6th, and 8th, so you can sign up for that. There are 3 spots left for the Pulse Clinic in Spain, April 24th and 25th. We have, let's see, the 30-day detox group is about halfway through, I think. Congratulations to all of you. You can do it. You're over the hill, over the hump. So that's happening. That's a supported detox, but we also have a number of self-guided courses, including a 7-day detox that you can start anytime on your own. There is the Ancient Secrets 101 course and the Ancient Secrets 100-day experience, also available as a self-guided class course that you can start anytime that you feel called to do that. You will not be sorry, I promise. And we have the emergency course has been completed, but it's available as a recording, and that's something else that you can sign up for if you would like to do that. Coming up on Wednesday, we have our dear Luke Sutton providing us with some guidance for art time, which is always so much fun. I really encourage you to do that. It's only $5 donation. It goes right to our kids in Nepal. It's at 10 o'clock, April 9th, 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And I hope there will be a link for that. And I think that's all I have for the announcements today.
Great. Thank you so much, Katie.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And one of the things that we love to do for these Global Healing Miracle Calls is to bring our awareness down from our head into the beautiful space of infinity in our hearts. And my beloved Nell is going to take us there.
So, hello, everyone. It's great to be here with all of you. Always warm, supportive feeling whenever I sit in on these calls. So I think most of you are experienced meditators. So I'd say just take your usual meditation posture with your feet on the ground and your spine gently straight. Let's start with just taking a little relaxation breath. This breath is called the signal breath because it stimulates the vagus nerve, which relaxes the autonomic nervous system. So as you're sitting there, just take all the air that's in your lungs and breathe it out your mouth. A deep inhalation through your nose and a letting go exhalation through your mouth. Good. So you can keep your eyes open or closed, whichever you prefer. Now above your head, if you would, picture a pure white vase. And out of this vase pours a pure, warm white nectar, which flows into your crown chakra. This nectar of loving kindness bathes your brain, clearing away any negative thoughts or limiting beliefs. Take a moment and see what might come up for you. And as any negativity comes up, allow this white nectar to simply wash it away and replace it with compassion. Now, allow this soothing, warm white nectar to drop down to your heart, healing any negative emotions. See what comes up for you. Let the white nectar do the work, and you just receive. Opening your heart to kindness and loving compassion. Good. Very nice. And when you're ready, gently come back to be with all of us.
Thank you, Nell. Thank you so much. So these global healing miracle calls, we have a tradition of taking a quote from our favorite reference book of the community, which is called Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer by our dear brother, Dr. Clint G. Rogers. It's translated into so many languages at this point that I can't even count them anymore. If you haven't read it, I recommend it highly. I've read it about 8 times, and I keep going back for doses periodically just to recall all these wonderful quotes. And so the quote for today, and I think our dear Vinay has it ready to share on the screen.
Just trying to get it.
Okay. Okay. So I'll read it. I think Vinay will be pulling it up momentarily here. But this is a quote from John Bon Jovi, and it's on page 41 of Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer. The quote is, "Miracles happen every day. Change your perception of what a miracle is, and you'll see them all around you." I think many, many people on the call today have experienced this. And so we're here to immerse ourselves in this field of miracles. The miracle of just being here together, having this community after not having it for so many years. Here we are. It's a miracle. It really is. Nell has a wonderful poem for us next.
So this is a poem by Walt Whitman. And what we're hoping to do is just provide you some new thoughts and experiences to expand your perception of what a miracle is. So this is called Miracles by Walt Whitman. Why, who makes much of miracles? As to me, I know of nothing else but miracles. Whether I walk the streets of Manhattan or dart my vision over the roofs of houses towards the sky, or wade with naked feet along the beach,
Hey, honey, how are you?
just in the edge of the water.
Good, good. Just on my call.
Or stand at the encampment, or look at
Okay,
the woods,
bye.
or the flowers of the shore, or the birds of the air.
You're muted now.
Of life holds miraculous significance. It just depends on our own perspective and what lens we choose.
Thank you for that beautiful poem, Nell. I'm recalling that Walt Whitman was actually one of the early conscientious objectors during the Civil War in the United States. And he was called into service as a nurse, as a battlefield nurse. So seeing miracles from that perspective also. So one beautiful reference that I like to bring today is from a teacher, beautiful teacher named Brother David Stendelrast. He gave some beautiful quotes on a call on a recording done by Gary Malkin, who put his beautiful teaching to music. And so one of the things he said that always moved me was that waking up in the morning, it's rich with miracles. We turn on a faucet and we have drinking water. We turn on a light switch and we have light. And that didn't happen until a century or two ago. And just to sort of notice that miracle each day puts us in the space of receiving miracles. If we stay in that field of noticing miracles, Carl Jung also speaks of synchronicities in that realm of miracles, and how when we appreciate and notice a synchronicity, that we draw them to ourselves even more. So that being said, I'm going to turn it over to my wonderful partner, Nell.
So take a moment and think, what is a miracle? How would you define it? How could you expand your definition of a miracle? So we'd suggest that miracles aren't always extraordinary events. They can be found in the quiet moments of life or in small wonders that we overlook. Miracles are present, just waiting to be recognized. It's all up to you. So now we'd like to open it up a little bit. And I would like to introduce one of my favorite people on the planet, my buddy, Dr. Joseph Engman. Are you here, Joe?
I am totally here.
Yay!
I was asked to maybe share some recent miracles. So I would be so happy to do that. And I would agree with really what you are setting the stage for, which is about perception. And, there are, let's say, roughly 53 people on this call. And I would venture to guess there are a minimum of 53 perceived realities. There could be more. Uh, and so it is all what we make it. And so we were traveling recently abroad. And we had just been about 3 days, 4 days into a 3-week experience in Asia. And I took my uh, electrical plug converter charger set with me so that I could charge my phone and whatever needed charging, because the plugs, as you know, are very different than they are in America. So I had my little unit with me, and we were in Bhutan, and we had traveled way out into the farm country, and we were, as you might say, in the middle of nowhere. We were somewhere, but we were deep into nowhere. Beautiful country, but farm. We check in to this hotel at night. It's dark. The power was out. It had just come back on. It was cold. I mean, there was nothing around but barns, farm animals, rocks, and piles of firewood. And so we get into our room, and I start setting up my little charging station with the 2 prongs, with the adapter to do all this stuff. And it won't quite go into the plug correctly. And so I'm trying to take it out to reposition it. And as I pull it out, one of the prongs breaks off. All right. So I am thinking, this is not a miracle. I'm thinking I am, kind of in a pickle here. I'm a little screwed. We're in the middle of nowhere for days, and this has happened. And so the prong is stuck in the outlet even. So I go back down to where their people were that checked us in. And they're all young. I'm just like very young, and asked for a pair of pliers actually, so I could pull the prong out of the socket. And the young man comes up with me with a pair of pliers and pull that out, and I show him what the problem is, and he says, "Oh, I have a friend that can put a new plug on that for you." And I'm like, "Are you kidding?" And so he takes my charger cord, and I'm telling you, in 5 minutes, he comes back. They had cut the end of the cord off, spliced on a new cord with the appropriate plug so that it would work, and my adapter's fixed. And Susan looks at me and she says, "This is a miracle." You know? I mean, I'm thinking, I can't, I got to find a store someplace. I'm going to have to buy, there is no, I mean, it doesn't show up that afternoon. And so there you go, right? I mean, I go from thinking I'm in a real pickle to all of a sudden just this young smiling face with, "Oh, here, I fixed it." And I said, "Do you know how to do this?" He said, "No, no, no, but my friend does." And so he disappears and he comes back. And so that was great. That was the first one. And the other one was we had just gotten to Nepal, and we're wandering these streets. Just Kathmandu is, we're in the old section of town. The streets are about 8 feet wide, motorcycles going in both directions, people walking in both directions, no sidewalks, and shops everywhere. And we're just, having a ball and going around and around. And we wandered into a store selling mandalas, the beautiful, beautiful, hand painted mandalas, and start looking at them, start getting a little bit of an education about the level and the quality and this and that. And it's like, okay, that's great. And so we get up and we're leaving. And Susan turns to me, she says, I think from this journey, this experience we're on, um, I'd like to take home a mandala. So, okay, so that's great. So we keep going down these shops and streets for a little bit. And pretty soon I just kind of reached this, like, I need some air. I need a little space. I just was having this uh, overwhelm of city energy and all this. And so we get out actually to a bigger street, which interestingly has a big, nice, wide sidewalk. And we walk over to this sidewalk just to stop and, like take a breath. I'm looking for something green, like a tree or something where I can just have a moment. And there's this young man standing there. And I had my sunglasses on, and he looks at me and he says, "Nice goggles." And so, like, oh, thank you, And so we start chatting, and it one thing leads to another, to another. He asks if we want to. His English was perfect, and would we like to go see some of the ancient sites in the old town? And we say, yeah, yeah, of course. So, for me, somewhat this is a stretch, right? I mean, just to hook up with some random person who's going to take us off somewhere, and it's like, okay. So anyway, trust, right? I mean, it unfolds in front of us. Well, he says he's a graphic artist and that he's got a master and he's been studying for 5 years with his master. And I'm thinking graphic design, okay. And, for me that, it's like computers and design and all this. And so, we're going through all these beautiful, beautiful old temples and taking us places. We're getting blessings and this and that. And then he says, would you like to meet my master? So we say, yeah, yeah. So we go up this alley and into a place. Well, his graphic art is painting mandalas. And he's in a school for mandala painting that used to have 100 students, and then the big earthquake in 2015 destroyed the school. And now there's like 45 students, and they're showing us these literally masterpieces um, that are painted by the lamas and his masters and whatever. And so it's like, well, okay, Susan says, I would like to take home a mandala, and it's not 20 minutes later we meet a young man who is a student in a school with masters painting mandalas. And, you know, I'd say that's somewhat of a goal. You know, just right, just saying yes. Yes, and that I'll just wrap this by saying yes to saying now was the time for us to take this Nepal trip. Things unfolded in front of us. I'm inviting you all to say yes. This is the time to come to Sedona, because you have no idea what is going to unfold in front of you. And it's the surprise and the expectation, or without expectation, it's the surprise that sometimes you can't even imagine. The limited thoughts, you can only imagine what you know. You don't know what you don't know. So open yourself to it and see what unfolds in front of you. And that's what we've just done. And my wish was to have that experience change my life, and it did in so many ways. Change the way I think, change how I see um, the sacred in everything. That's the miracle. What's the miracle in front of you right now? Well, seeing all these people around the world, that's a miracle. Imagine coming up with that. So I say thank you for the opportunity to relive and have fun with some miracles in my life, and I wish you all miracles abound.
Wonderful. Thank you, Joe.
Joseph.
I know you have the perspective that miracles happen every day. And I know that you experience them, and I know you have many, many stories, and it just makes one's life magical, and it keeps you in gratitude.
Yeah, but I didn't used to have that perspective. I mean,
What changed it?
on life through this community,
Mhm.
Mm.
the the quote of I don't know if Einstein actually created it, but certainly it's attached with him, is that as you look at life, either nothing is a miracle or everything is a miracle.
Yeah.
And so I think I know that being a part of this community and my expanding awareness has changed my perspective on miracles.
Beautiful.
Mm.
Beautiful.
You're one of our favorite miracle guys, Joe.
Yep. Thanks so much, Joe.
Uh,
Well, thanks for the opportunity. Great to be here.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to just a quick shout out to our miracle person who types out amazingly all the chat. Bridget, our community member, who does it so selflessly and so flawlessly. Thank you, Bridget. Thank you, thank you,
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, well, we now have a wonderful guest and a second guest along with him. And I'd like you all to welcome our dear Vinay from Mumbai, India, who was Dr. Naram's personal assistant for 25 plus years, I think it is, right, Vinay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, welcome, Vinay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jerem. And thank you, Brother Joseph, for sharing the beautiful miracles. To be with this community itself is a miracle. When I attended for the first time the Unstoppable event in the Ashland, it's a full of miracles. And people are love you with all they have with them. They love you, they hug you without any expectations, and they are always ready to help you, that no matter what, from where you are. And this is what I call the real ancient secrets, and what Dr. Nam wants to bring it to the every home, every heart. Today, I will not take a more time, but today I would like to welcome my very good friend, a family, Liv, and a small angel with her. And also we have the family members, Mary, and also a soul brother of Dr. Clint, Kwan. So I would like to welcome Miss Liu. Hi, Liu.
Good morning. Thank you. Hi, Vinay. Hello, everyone. Yes.
And this is a small angel we have. And when we met for the first time, she was on the lap of the, like sitting here, but at the time she was sleeping on the lap of the Liv. Recently, Liv and Mary, the mother of the Liv, had a very good experience about following the delicious detox. And today, Liv, and also I would like to invite Mary Parks also to share her story. And we have the Mr. Kwan on this call also. So, yeah, Liv, all yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, Good morning, and I'm really grateful to be here with you all and grateful to Vinay for the opportunity to share. And yes, it's really important to me in my life to be of service. And so when Vinay said, "Are you available to share on the call?" At first I thought, why would I do that? And then I thought, of course, yes, of course, I'm available. So yeah, thank you so much. And also sometimes the little angel is not so happy, so she might want to do something else. She's not so interested in being on Zoom. Um, yeah, let me see if her papa will take her. Just 1 minute, actually.
Yeah. We met next time during the a clinic of Dr. Clint in the Austin. So at that time I got a chance to meet this family again. Yes, Liv.
Yes, thank you. So yes, I my daughter is now 14 months old, so she's just over 1 year old. And when I met Dr. Clint, I think that she was about 3 months old. And my partner Juan invited me to go meet Dr. Clint, and I thought, well, I feel pretty good, like what I don't have a big health complaint, I don't have a crisis that I'm trying to heal, but I felt like intrigued. I'll go see. And just meeting Dr. Clint and being in the community, there was this amazing energy of real love and presence and very deep harmony. And I was intrigued about that. And I thought, okay, there's something special here with these teachings. And Dr. Clint took my pulse and prescribed me some herbs. And kind of hesitantly, I thought, okay, I'll try it. I love trying new modalities. And the main thing I asked and discovered in the conversation with Dr. Clint and Vinay was just a desire to have more energy, and especially breastfeeding my daughter and working and like exercising. It's a lot of energy, and I felt okay, but I thought I could have some more energy. And so I started taking the herbs and I felt fantastic. And even my mom will probably share later, she would always comment to me, like, how are you getting everything done? And in the back of my mind, I thought, I think it's the herbs and I think it's these secrets. So at least that was a big factor. And so my mom and Juan wanted to do the detox, and we met with Dr. Clint again and saw him here in Austin just a few months ago. And he said, you could try the detox now if you want, that your daughter's a little bit older. And again, I was kind of skeptical and kind of hesitant, and I thought, oh no, what if I am too tired, or what if what again, kind of this, what is it going to do for me? But okay, I'll try it. And yeah, within a few days of starting the detox, it was really amazing, the emotional clearing that I was feeling happening. And yeah, I wanted to balance my hormones. My cycle came back, and I wanted to balance that again. And just so much clearing that I felt. And within a few days of the cleanse, I felt again even more energy, and I felt this lightness start to come in. And being able to do that together, and my family, we all started at the same time, was amazing. And just getting to share and have the conversation of the spiritual and generational healing that we were all feeling together was amazing. So even more, I would say, than the physical benefit of having more energy was that we were having really deep conversations between us and in our family unit about different energies that we're healing and leaving, scarcity, changing our mindset. It was really, really amazing. Yeah. And so I committed to do 1 week on the detox, and the week finished, and I thought, okay, I'll keep going. And so, yeah, I did closer to 2 weeks. And even after that, now today is actually day 28 for my mom and for Juan. But even still, I only had a few things outside of the program, and I don't feel a strong craving for most things outside of the guidelines. So it's been and that was a very unexpected change for me. Yeah, I historically thought that I really needed a lot more animal protein, and My biggest love is chocolate or cacao. I like to say that dark chocolate was a food group for me. And I think I've only had chocolate once. So, yeah, really interesting. Just being open to change and see what happens. And yeah, and I think, for there's a lot of I had a lot of fear about becoming a mother and how could I do all of the different responsibilities required? How could I work and be a good mom and have my family and my partnership? And yeah, it's totally possible. And I think that this gratitude for this health and this life is so important. Gratitude for God for this opportunity to have this angel in my life, including all the ups and the downs that come with her. Yeah, I feel very grateful. So thank you so much. Yeah. Mhm.
Thank you
Beautiful
so much,
sharing.
Liv, for sharing.
Mhm.
Yes, yes. Okay. Well, we have some other thoughts to run by people just in the way of, well, how do I stay in the space of miracles? Can I invite miracles in? And so early on, when I first came on to the Ancient Secrets call, Dr. Naram had just passed, and it was a very tender and vulnerable moment for the community. And Dr. Clint and Krishna came on and shared some beautiful stories about Dr. Naram. And during that sharing, Krishna shared a mantra that he said was Dr. Naram was giving that to the community as a gift. And I'm guessing, and I'm sure Vinay can back up on this, is that this was one of Dr. Naram's favorite mantras.
Yeah,
Okay.
very true.
Right. And so, sorry.
Anyone says.
Oh, yeah, please, Vinay.
Yeah, sorry, Jerem. Can I have the 2 minutes? So I would like to
Oh,
also
please,
invite
yeah,
Mary Parks,
please.
the mother of Liv. She would like to share her story. Hi, Mary. Mary Parks.
Yeah.
I think
Mary, you're muted.
Mhm.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Okay,
thank you,
I'm so
Mary.
sorry about that. Okay. Um, I feel like Liv said it all in her summary. And gratitude is really at the core, I would say, of my experience of going through the detox, as well as reading the Ancient Secrets book and poring over all the recipes in Carol Ray's cookbook, and just becoming aware each day of how this whole experience was um, much more than it was about food. It was really about what else is nourishing me. And in all of the discoveries I was making daily about the foods I was really addicted to, like Liv with the chocolate and me with coffee and dairy and all kinds of things. And, I thought I was really a healthy person before this. And it has really exposed for me my reliance on things such as food and experiences outside of myself that I thought would bring me joy and happiness, and that I would be, a happy and peaceful person in that filter. And instead, it's really helped me to look within and see what are those addictions about. What is that thirst for something outside of myself, and where was the this spring of spiritual abundance, how could I tap into that to really feel my confidence and the gratitude and joy for the waking up, as you mentioned earlier, and being grateful for this day. And almost every day I get to take care of that precious little angel, as you said, Dr. Vinay, and being with her in, in her moments of seeing her reflect, seeing the way that she reflects love, the way that she reflects the love and the joy that she feels from her parents, and that extends into me, and then our prayers that we take out into our neighborhood and into the community, just the lightness that has come, and that sense of, yes, food does sustain us, and that there's an abundance of all that we need, when we let it well up and flow over into the world. And really, I felt like this restoration of a way to bring peace into not only our family, but out into the world. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to Juan S., Liv's partner, and to Dr. Clint for exposing us to this, and to Dr. Renee. Really, all of your support has been amazing. And to Deborah Ann for her advice, and to the community. I'm just grateful for all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mary, for sharing these things. And the best part about is that her pain when we
Oh,
asked during the call. Yeah, would
right.
like to share that, Mary?
Oh, sure. So I've suffered with migraines since I was 14 years old, and I've had like no migraines for a month. It's amazing, like no headaches. Just that. If that were the only change I felt, it would just be amazing. But also waking up every day and feeling so much less pain. And as the baby grows and becoming more active, I do really feel my energy. And in part, I know that's to Dr. Vinay's recommendation: drink as much water as you can, and more than you think you can. But also I think it's the herbs, it's the ability to just reflect on the spiritual abundance in our lives that has brought like more energy into my days and so much less pain. I'm very grateful. Yeah.
Thank
Wow.
you so much, Mary, for sharing these things. Yes,
Thank you.
Mr. Jerem, over to you.
Thank you so much, Vinay. We have such a rich community here, and I can't get over, all the amazing miracle people we have. um, so yes, in terms of can we invite miracles? And I say a very resounding yes to that. And as I mentioned a few moments ago, Dr. Naram had a favorite mantra that he passed along to us through Krishna. And the mantra is Om Namo Shanti Karaya Kuru Kuru Svaha. And I'm hoping, Robin, that you have the recording available there. Are you there, Robin?
Yep.
Okay, great. Great. And it starts very low volume, so you may have to have it a little louder in the beginning. We'll play a little bit of this mantra. And basically, this mantra is, according to Krishna, creating the space where miracles happen. So we're constantly surrounded by miracles, and we're just choosing to notice that, so that we're in that field where miracles happen. We're in alignment with the universe. So that's what this mantra was about. And when I first heard it and felt it, I felt like this needs to be recorded and put to a little bit of music. So I hope you enjoy this experience for 2 minutes. Thank you, Robin.
Om Namo Shantigaraya Guru Guru Swaha. 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 Om Namo Shantigaraya Guru Guru Swaha.
Thank you so much, Robin, being our tech magician. So this mantra is wonderful for lots of different applications, and I like to do it when I'm taking walks on the trails near our home here. And it's wonderful for things like anxiety, for blood pressure leveling, many different applications, but primarily, again, that whole notion of this mantra is meant to attract miracles into our lives. Simple, profound stuff. So I'm so grateful to the Siddhaveda lineage for this mantra, which is maybe 2,500 years old. And that we have it to use anytime we want to. So I recommend it highly. And I'm not sure if Robin can put a link for the recording in the chat, but if you can, Robin, that would be great. Okay. So I'm going to hand it over to Nell.
Yeah. So we'd like to open it to the community now, and to sharing of your experience with miracles. Whoever would like to share. Yep.
I could share. Okay.
Great.
Well, I just want to say that I'm trying to see other people's faces, not my own. Can't figure out how to do this. All right, 1 second. Trying to. Are you? Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what just happened. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I just had a miracle because I felt like I had a miracle-filled day yesterday, and I was sitting here. I was so tired, I was falling asleep, and I wasn't in the best space. And listening to that mantra lifted me up. And you know, yesterday I had a real day of miracles. I had been very, very down about what's been happening in the world and things in my own personal life, and I just felt like I'm trying to see other people. I'm not just want to see myself. Thanks. I've just been in a terrible, terrible funk, like, not exactly suicidal, but just not wanting to live, and so down, and so angry, and you know, through miracles, like, through Nehemiah, I got connected to a healer in the community. That's a miracle. It's a miracle that I have an eating disorder and my food has been a lot better. And I, yesterday, the last couple of days, I made a point of like, and I talked
Once
with
you try a
somebody else.
comfort hood,
Sorry, and I talked with somebody else in the community, um, who, I realized I don't like, I have a problem with self-hatred. I don't like myself. And I often am going to everybody else to get a feeling of being okay somehow. Let me get to my point. So the point is, so I started trying to do more things to build self-love, like cleaning up and like stopping myself when I was starting to rage, and and kind of following the inner promptings. And so a couple of things happened, like yesterday, there's a lot happening in the country and there was a demonstration. And so sometimes I just pull back and I don't go and I sort of hide, or I just take care of myself. But I listened, and what I heard was, go and be present because this is important to you, and show up. But I showed up, go at this time and come back at this time. And I did. And all along the way, I had miracles. I had miracles with the people I met on the train. I had miracles with the people I saw while I was there. I was in a positive space. I could hear the challenges of someone who didn't want to be in it, who was on the sidelines because they were afraid of being deported. And I took that in and I said, well, I'm here so that I can help somebody else. And on the train, I read poetry to these two young women on the train. I made up a poem with my harmonica, and it blessed them and it blessed me. And I had a friend has a different position on a certain issue, and I usually get into fights with this person about it. Not physical, but I was able to hear that she's in pain about this issue. It hurts her. And I wasn't triggered, I could respond to her with compassion, and then I had a beautiful, somebody came on and did this presentation with dolls on empowering women and girls. And the person was really appreciative of me, and I was appreciative of her. And I was able, on that march, one of my friends was so down because her benefits are being cut and all kinds of stuff, and I could acknowledge her pain and not poo-poo it, but at the same time I could say there's something higher going on. We're going to get through this. We're going to be okay somehow. I don't know how to explain it. It just, it was amazing to be able to come out of that place and to be able to share that with other people. So
Mm.
You
those
explained it.
are
You
my
explained
miracles.
it beautifully, Shifra.
Those are my
And
miracles.
this is exactly what we're talking about. You
Mhm.
shifted your perspective,
Yeah.
and it made your day. And those miracles were right in front of you.
And
Beautiful.
you can keep doing it every day.
Every
It's so
day.
beautiful.
Right.
Great.
Right.
Shifra.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you, Ariana.
Ariana.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, well, I've probably mentioned before my dog in the past who wouldn't seem to eat unless I blessed her food. It was really phenomenal. So I really got into blessing her food, and then I started thinking, well, bless your own, right? So I do that for both of us. But the reason I'm sharing this story is, and I go deep sometimes, and really appreciate everything and everybody. And it's like I'm blessing. The other day I was blessing my dog's food when this came to me, but I literally went into every ingredient and everything that brought that manifestation into this plane.
Yay.
And it was, I went to this place and it was freaking phenomenal because everything, okay, bless, I usually bless the chickens for their lives and any animals in there for their lives. But I had a little kibble in there too, which is processed food. Oh my God. It must have come from a million places on the earth and a million things were involved in it, and just everything. I give her rice that came from India. And then I'm imagining all the Indian farmers, and the land and the amount of people and entities, beings were involved in this bowl of food. And then the container, right? Stainless steel. Oh, now we go to the mines in some other place in some other country. Now, and now we have the planes flying it over and or things being shipped from India on the barge, which is on the beautiful ocean. And I mean, I'm serious. It must have taken me an hour to bless my God. But the bottom line of the share and what I walked away with from that experience was, God, it's a miracle. Our food, everything is such a miracle. And sometimes we just take so many things for granted, and it's like, oh yeah, here's my meal. Great, I'll do a little blessing and wonderful. But oh my God, what an incredible miracle that it's there, right?
Beautiful.
I think that's what I got out of that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I mean, you experienced our interdependence. We're
That
all connected in all these ways, and
Sure.
putting out the gratitude for being given all those ingredients, all those people's energy and work all over the planet that contributed. It's one of the ways you maintain the connection.
It's true.
Beautiful, Ariana. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank
cool.
you.
Thank you. Leonora.
Yes, good morning, everybody.
Good
Hi.
morning.
This was such a wonderful theme. I have all week long wondered about that. What defines a miracle and coincidences and synchronicities? So I wrote a pretty big post into the chat, identifying it for my soul experience in the last week, especially after I had shared with you my dental quest. And some of you may have heard that on a previous call, maybe 2 or so many weeks ago. But now I want to add to what I wrote in the chat, because I was wordsmithing it a little bit. What I feel now to say impromptu is, to me, the miracle is the synchronicity of no resistance. And lately, when I woke up, I said, I want to live as if this were the last day in my life. So I bring my heart and my mind into order. And thereby, with that purification, it doesn't really happen because I am a human being still, but I have the intention to purify myself. And that opens a floodgate from the universe. So some tangible examples for this, because on this dental quest, I gather a lot of information that I present to 2 world famous surgeons, one in Germany and one in Slovenia. And I have gathered in the last week so many things from health summits, and they had chapters about dentistry. So when I opened the transcripts, the pages would open exactly there where I had the wording that I needed to present in my Zoom calls with these surgeons. And the universe was just giving me on a silver plate information verbatim. Sometimes I couldn't have asked it any better. And I am really stunned and very touched by the work of these, of that field. It's called morphic field by some quantum physicists. So gratitude was mentioned earlier. It grows every day with every miracle. And Ancient Secret has really been my doorway towards this softening my heart in the last 4 years. There was although I have a spiritual path, but that community has not given me that access which Ancient Secret does. So thank you.
So beautiful. So beautiful, Leonora. Wow. Well, I think we need to allow one more sharing from Cornelia before we close this section of the call. So Cornelia.
Yeah, I was just reminded when Leonora was speaking how sometimes things come to us that we don't expect. And I just wanted to share what for Carol and myself was really a miracle last year or 2 years ago. nearly when we created our course, the Ancient Secrets 101, which is kind of the beginning course about the principles of what Ancient Secrets is and the Siddha Veda lineage. And we had an idea what we wanted to teach. And we kind of said, yeah, we can do that. We know enough about Atmiyata and about Aditi Devo Baba, but wouldn't it be great if we had actually videos from Dr. Noram kind of teaching and speaking about them? And so we kind of were kind of talking about that. But then it was really amazing how these, for all of the topics that we had actually planned, a video showed up in the most amazing ways. Like one of them was that Carol got an email from, or a WhatsApp message from a friend in Nepal, sending her kind of a music video. And when she opened it up, she said, oh, wow, how can you even think I like that kind of music? It was obviously for her totally horrible. But right underneath that was, as you always have when you open YouTube, there are recommendations of what you might watch. And there was a video of Dr. Noram exactly talking about one of the topics.
Ooh.
And all 4 videos for our topic showed up in similar ways.
I'm getting goosebumps.
No idea where to find them, but they just came to us with an email or with me looking for something else in the archive of the videos, and there it was. And I just opened it up, even though the title didn't say it, but it was right there. And it was really amazing. And for us, we were kind of saying, yeah, there is a miracle here. But at the same time, it was also, okay, Dr. Noor really wanted to teach that course himself. That was kind of our approach to that. And it was such an amazing experience to just open up. That is what we wanted. And the miracle was just happening for us. So I just wanted to share that.
Oh, so beautiful, Cornelia. Let's, I want to invite people, if you would just hang for a few more minutes so we can allow Roxanne and Rick to share briefly. If you could make it really quick, because we are realistically out of time and we have a song at the end of the call. And before we move into breakout rooms, and for those of you who didn't get a chance to share and would like to share, the breakout room is a beautiful place to do that. And we'll begin those right at the end of the call. Okay. Roxanne and Rick, hi.
Hi, good morning. First of all, it's a miracle I'm here. And I don't mean that to sound, well, it sounds odd, but I've been in hospice for several months now. And the reason I'm in hospice is because I'm in congestive heart failure. And when I entered hospice, I entered this community almost at the same time. And as I've kind of woven the two together as a miracle, because no one expected me to live until Christmas or New Year's or my birthday, which was just last week. And here I am, all these months later, alive, and feel better now than I had felt in months.
Wow.
Because the body was dying. And so if this isn't a miracle to still be here, I don't know what is. And I so love and give all of you the credit for the love and the energy and the gratitude that I feel in my heart every day. It is so wonderful. Thank you. And I love you. And I'm with you.
Oh, thanks so much, Roxanne. You're quite an example of bringing your heart back online.
There you go.
Amazing.
Literally.
Amazing.
Literally. There you go.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Need more tech support on that.
Yeah, I may need a little more tech support, but it's not, you are the tech support. This community has really helped me achieve a better way of life during the life I have left. And so that keeps expanding, and that's what gratitude is about. That's what love is about. That's what Ancient Secrets is about. And certainly Dr. Clint and everybody. I hear somebody's fur baby enjoying what we're saying.
The women
But all the ladies that helped do the recordings for me, to them I owe a special thanks, because I'd like to give many thanks, but Anne Renee has really come into my life. She literally spent a month here and here in my home with us. And I'll tell you, she's a power to be reckoned with. And so I thank her, and I thank all the other ladies. I'm not going to remember everybody's name, so please don't hold that against me, but you know who you are. And so I thank each and every one of you for sharing your time. The most valuable asset we have is time. And so you've extended my time and stretched it, if you will. So thank you. Thank you, one and all. We can't hear him.
There's a message. There's a message for Roxanne, a personal message.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay. So, Robin, if you're ready to cue up our final song of the day, and this is, I'm going to be doing the old style of cue cards. Can everybody see that? Is it the right direction?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
okay.
All right,
Okay.
here we
We
go.
just like to end this
Okay.
on a positive, upbeat note, and that's what we're doing.
This is a song by Jesse Winchester, one of my favorite songwriters, called I'm Looking for a Miracle. Take it away, Robin.
If it ain't too much trouble, doctor, get in touch with me, 'cause I'm looking for a miracle. Oh, I'm looking for a miracle. Oh, I'm looking for a miracle. And I know it's just a matter of time. Now listen to me, Reverend, all the praying that you do. Why, surely you've been favored with a miracle or two. I'm a stranger to the church, I'm a little lamb astray. If you show me a miracle, I'll be there every day. 'Cause I'm looking for a miracle. Oh, I'm looking for a miracle. Oh, I'm looking for a miracle. And I know it's just a matter of time. He would not understand. Now he would not believe until he touched it with his hand. Now I'm ashamed to say it, but he's a lot like me. I want to believe it, Lord, but first I want to see. I'm looking for a miracle. Yeah, I'm looking for a miracle. Oh, I'm looking for a miracle. And I know it's just a matter of time.
say something briefly?
Hey,
Hey,
Jerem?
yes,
Okay, is it okay to say something?
I think we should, yeah.
All right, well, here's what I got. I got, now is a miracle. I am a miracle.
Mhm.
Now is the time. Oh, yeah, and we are the miracles. Yeah, we are the miracles. Yes, we are the miracles. And now
Now
time.
is the time.
And that is the theme of the upcoming Sedona. Now is the time.
Yes, now is the time. So before we move into breakout rooms, thank you all so much for joining in this miracle energy that we are. I love you and I'm with you. And Cornelia, are you ready for our breakout rooms?
Good to be with everybody.
Thank
Love you and I'm with you.
Love you and with you.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you, Nell and Jerem. Woo.
Thank you, host.
Thank
you. I love you.